Welcome back to another fucking video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the first one. I'm making another one. I lost a little bit of frames here, but it's okay. Find your office on the second floor. Okay. Take. Anything else I can steal? I mean borrow. I'm a doctor. Don't worry about it. I'm here to help.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
It is a rare opportunity and the most of privilege to approach a vampire to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or Ekon as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all of his actions, but to the trained eye will spot that they have a keenest senses and can react quicker than any normal mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I've seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if he had vanished, just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye could not follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleport, or it is only supernatural speed. Oh, so you're not teleporting. That shadowy thing, apparently you're just moving very fast. Then how did I get across that bridge? There was a bridge where I jumped across it. How the fuck did I do that? And there's a lot of reading here. I'll let you guys pause and read it if you want, and I'll just... Okay. I'm not gonna keep this like costume, I just wanted the weapons out of it. You cheap motherfucker, why would you take the weapons but not the outfit? Call me old-fashioned, but something tells me a trench coat just feels more cool than this top hat and a, you know. Yes, everybody loves the detective, I know this. But I like the trench coat. But having a better pistol is always nice.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Yeah, so I had that before, and it is kind of cool, but I'll go with this. Just try out new shit, see how it works.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
I not want to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Sorry, there's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
I'm scared leveling up because I know what happens to you as you level up. Unless it's not about leveling up, and it's more about killing people. Just because, like, it doesn't fit the character if it goes the other way. And you'll understand what it's like when I show you the other side, but... Alright. We'll head this way.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Actually, I don't want to use up my pistol ammo just yet. Just play it safe. How interesting. So my fourth ability is essentially a stun. I just inflict a stun onto people. That's very interesting.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Take the blood soul back.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Okay, I don't know what that was. If somebody can like slow down the video to see if what the fuck that was.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. Not our blood.
A new citizen investigation is available. Press tab to open the local investigations menu. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start an investigation quest by tracking it with left click and then access to your jump map to locate and explore a certain area.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report.
Perfect. This is what I was looking for.
Better look into this.
Instead of stunning people, I just absorb their blood.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
That's awesome.
It's locked.
This is something I completely overlooked when I played through my game. I didn't even do the citizen investigations. I had no idea that there was side quests. I just ran through the fucking main game. Alright, this guy's starting to piss me off. Then switch to...
Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Oh, hey. What the fuck? Okay. There we go. You just wouldn't go through it for some reason. What the hell is marked on my minimap? I didn't put these there. So the game must have put these there. The game must want me to go down there at some point. Who the fuck am I supposed to interrogate? This guy, maybe?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
What?
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Wow! This is where you go to buy medical stuff. So this is not the guy I'm looking for. That guy looks like him. No. This guy.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Doesn't seem to be him.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
The hell is this guy at? You fucker!
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Pretty sure this is the guy I gotta talk to.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Get it. I think that's her.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
To clear Dr. Tippett's name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Is that so? You're lucky I'm not playing the route where I kill everybody. I'd kill you a second time now, knowing that that's your attitude towards it. I'll fucking murder you. I don't give a shit.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett's is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett's must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
No, I'm gonna go over to him and talk him.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
If I can. I don't know if I can. Where is he? Where the fuck is he? Hey, fucking Tippets.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed.
Motherfucker.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Another night of the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Oh well. That was a fun little side quest. I know you fucking killed the guy.
I will not let you.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
So many deaths. And still more coming. How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I have the option to not give it to him?
You're not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Okay, I'm gonna go upgrade my guy, and then I'm gonna go talk to Swansea. Remember, Citizen's Blood will provide you with a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose Liza. Now, I want to see if I can go through the entire game without killing anybody. In fact, I know that there's a few key characters in this game later on, because like I said, I went through a run-through where I was a murderous fucking bastard. But anyways, I want to see if I can go through the entire game not allowing anybody to die. At all. Even the wrong people. To, like, turn them into vampires, do whatever, you know, keep everybody alive all the time. So I had Spring before, and now we're gonna go Shadow Vale. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in the state will drain more stamina. You will exit the shadows if you attack or dodge, or when your stamina is empty. Okay, where's stamina? Yeah. Bam! Oh yeah, by the way, this is your screen that tells you basically what citizens are in which districts, and it tells you what their health states are at. All the ones with those little yellow symbols back down there is basically what this is telling me anyways. It tells you what their disease is, or what their problem is, and how to cure them, how to fix them. If they don't have anything, it'll say healthy, and they'll be fine. And this soundtrack is such a good thing to have, because every time you hear it, when you're like playing the murderous route, it's trying to coax you into feeling worse and worse and worse and worse about the situation and what you're doing. It's trying to make you feel bad for being a vampire, and even when you kill somebody, you get to hear their last thoughts, and sometimes it's depressing, sometimes it's anger inducing, like towards you, and sometimes it's kind of happy, which is also pretty sad. And then after you're done, you get another little opera thing. So this game tries to tell you not to be a murderous asshole, but if you want to be one, you can. Which I really admire in a game where you can choose to be the wrong guy.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Thank you. But I'd rather you didn't speak so lightly about my condition. There is nothing I find amusing about this situation.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Alright, so we're about to go into our first major quest that will drastically affect the story, in which decisions I may or may not choose to solve the problem that happens here.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
Okay, so I already picked I Believe You in my other one. I want to see what happens if I pick I Don't Believe You. But I'm worried it'll ruin the relationship between them. Alright. It's a 50-50 chance. I'm gonna look for a coin. Heads. I knew it. I pick I Believe You. Tails, I pick I Don't Believe You. I need to find a coin first. One moment. Alright, here we go. Heads, I believe you. Tails, I don't. And then it lands on a piece of clothing. I don't want to catch it in air, because if I catch it in air, then I feel like it stops it early. Okay. Heads. Okay. Looks like I believe her.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Oh, that's why she fucking hates me. Okay. So in my last game, like I said, I went the murderous route, right? And so I killed the person that was gonna happen, and she specifically told me not to. So... okay.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Yeah, it sure does.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Fucking love the soundtrack.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Alright, before I go do anything, I'm just gonna take a little small break here while I go eat, and I'll come right back. And we are freaking back!
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Ha!
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with
So she says whatever
you. You know
the
what
fuck.
goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones.
Oh.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Hey, hey, hey!
Good evening, Nat.
Good evening.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
This is unacceptable. You can't be fucking like that. You shouldn't have to be. Yeah. That's such a dick thing to say. No.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Navigation seems to be a little bit complicated here. No. I may be a vampire, but I'm no more murderer. No, fucker, I need to talk to you.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Nah, mine'll work just fine. Pow! No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
He sells one fucking gun. Okay, What? What?
It's locked, all right. Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan.
I'm bit...
Have you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reed, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else, please.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
What happened?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff...
The people who...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Part of me wants to...
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Alright, I'll be back, guys. I'm just gonna go do something real fast. I know, I hate to keep doing this to you guys, but I know. Personal questions, need hints.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Almost spilled pop on my computer. It's gonna be like, no!
What's that?
We've dodged death so many times. Oswald, you can't just die like this.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Fuck.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
And watch. Ninja vanish. She won't be there. There'll be no sign of her. Right? Where could she have gone? Where could she have taken that boat? No waves, no ripples in the water, no nothing. She's just fucking gone. But it's fine. Fuck. I had like this fucking Chinese food downstairs because, I don't know, I was hungry.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oh, that is so cool. I love that ability already. Where's this guy? I need to save him. Buddy! Where the fuck is he? Buddy! Where are you? Okay, what's this weapon I just got? Ooh. More damage. It costs a lot more stamina, but it attacks faster. And it's already level 2. Hey, fucker!
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh no! No! No!